Congratulations. You got the start today and got it off to a fast start with that long run. Just tell us about that play. I mean, the first play, 75 yards. Tell us about blocking and how it set up.
Yes, sir. So it was funny because Coach Davis kind of told us the other day what the first play of the game was going to be, and he called it. And I remember when I came around the right side, I just saw a huge hole that was opened up by the O-line. Hayden was able to fit up the linebacker pretty good, or whoever he got, and I just saw a big opening, and Cole was able to have great effort down the field and shield the guy off of me so I can run into the end zone.
You mentioned Hayden Reed, the freshman fullback, 63 yards on that second drive, including the 45-yard run. Tell us about his contribution in the game filling in.
Yeah, Hayden did a really good job. We kind of noticed his talent during camp even. I remember seeing him one day. I was like, this guy's going to be special one day. And it was just good to see him just go out there and do his thing and get the start. And he just executed when his number was called.
And later in the game, you had, in the first half, you had Brandon Murphy got 11-yard touchdown run. And John Marshall had one. Just tell us a little bit about their contributions.
Yeah, it was great. You know, this entire week of practice, we just talked about starting fast. And I think we really carried that into the game. And we wanted to get guys involved, get guys the ball in space. And we learned a lot from last week from watching the film against Wake Forest. And we just wanted to clean up a lot of the things that we saw from last week to today's game.
Maybe we just talked to Connor Bishop. Tell us about his leadership as a center senior and helping you today.
Oh, yeah. Connor, he just instills confidence in the entire offense. You know, every time we're out there, even during the game, he'll just tell everybody next play, next play, next play. No matter what happens on the play before, we're just always focused on the next play at hand. And we just know we have to go out there and do our job. So he really instills confidence in his offense, and he's a great leader.
This final question, the second half, you got the 16-play drive, 77 yards, no passes, and you finished it off with a 1-yard touchdown. Tell us about it.
Yeah, we wanted to come out and just pound the ball to start the second half. And we made some halftime adjustments for what we thought they were going to do defensively. We went out there and executed every single play that was called, and we just played Army football.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Emily, do you have one?
Yeah, I got it. Congrats on the win. You guys, the snaps, you know, a bit of a streak for you on the other side of it. So what does that mean, you know, getting this victory, pushing through that, and now what does that mean for the trajectory of the rest of the season?
Yeah, it means a lot. You know, this week after the Wake Forest game, we came back on Sunday, and Coach Monken harped on us starting a new season and just cleaning up a lot of the mistakes that we made in the past. Because we know we're a good football team. We just have to go out there and show it every Saturday. So we wanted to start today with the new season. And it feels great to have the confidence to go into next week. But we understand that once we come back in here tomorrow, it's time to focus on the next game at hand. So we're going to build on this and just learn from it.
You know, speaking of fullbacks, they're alive and well, and we see that in college football. We also see it in service academy. So if someone who gets to see the position, you know, in its glory on your team and in cross country, what would you say to people that, you know, try and say the fullback is dead? It's not here.
The fullback position is definitely not dead. We need it here. The B-back is a huge part of our offense. And we know that once we get the B-backs rolling, that opens up a lot of other areas for our offense. So the B-back position, fullback position is for sure not dead here, and especially in the service academies.
Fourth infantry.
I have to ask your teammate. IB soldiers, 4th Division soldiers, we believe in ourselves, we believe in our teammates, and we believe in our leaders. How does that play into what you do out on the field?
You know, everyone, we always tell each other to just believe in yourself, have the confidence, and it carries over as a cadet with what we do in our everyday lives with school and dealing with the military and football. So we just want to just have the confidence and just build each other up, trust the guy next to you, because especially being here at West Point, no one's going to make it here alone. So we have to trust the guys next to us to get us through the hard days, because there's going to be hard days, but we always push through, and we support each and every one of them.
Thank you.
Connor, go ahead on Zoom.
All right, Joe, you can start.
Good afternoon, Jemel. Congratulations on the win. This is Joe Iacono with GoBlackKnights.com. You know, you've waited patiently all year. You played in spots, obviously played in relief in the Wake Forest game there in the fourth quarter. Did a good job there, got a couple of scores. But getting to start today and getting 3 full quarters of play in, and it really looked like, obviously, the running game was humming. All 3 phases of the triple option, dive, keep, and pitch looked like they were executed really well. How did that feel for you as a firstie who's waited your turn and had the opportunity to come out today with your teammates and really shine as the quarterback?
It feels great. I just wanted to do my job and do what I was coached to do. I've learned from guys in the past like Christian Anderson, Kelvin Hopkins, Jabari Laws, and having TT in the room and Cade, we all learn from each other. So just being able to apply some of the stuff that we talk about in the classroom, on the field, at practice, and just apply it into the game, it really felt good to just see our offense just rolling today.
Okay, thank you.
Sal?
Hey, Jemel, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
When did you find out you were going to start? And did today feel a little different than any other day for you?
I found out yesterday, right before we went out for our Fast Friday practice, and I just wanted to approach it, the same way I approach every other game. I felt like I was well prepared. I believed in the game plan that we had from Coach Davis. It was a great game plan, and I knew I just had to go out there and do my job and just execute the offense the way we know how to do it.
When you talked about Coach Davis calling the play earlier this week, did he also call to be a touchdown also, that it was going to go for a touchdown?
No, sir. We just had to, we had great blocks up front. It was blocked well, honestly. And I just had to go out there and just do my job and make it happen.
Last one, talk about how you guys can keep the momentum going and stay the course here. You got one win, but trying to build on it.
Yes, sir. Like I said, Coach Worley talks about this 24-hour rule. We're obviously going to celebrate this win tonight, but once we come back tomorrow, we know it's time to go to work. We have the momentum, we feel like, and if we just approach every single week the same way we approach this week and just have that mentality of just the new season that Coach Monken talked about, I feel like we're going to be fine. We know we're a good football team, like I said, and we just have to go out there and just show that we are.
Thanks, Jemel.
Ken?
Jemel, obviously you said that it's your job to do what you have to do out there, but let's face it, haven't started 2 years. What was it like to be behind center and at the start of the game once again?
It felt great, guys like Connor, they just instilled confidence in me the entire time. And I trusted in every single person on the offense. I knew that they were going to do their job. And all I had to do was just do my job to make sure the offense worked the way it did. So just being able to trust every single one of the guys on offense, Brahim, Ajan, Connor Fanukin, those guys trusted me and I trust them. And we just had to go out there today and just execute.
Honestly, did you feel as though you had to shake off any rust from the last, from being off so long, both in the Wake Forest game and today? Did you shake off rust, and why are you so effective?
I think it's just the way I prepare with the guys every single week. We harp in the quarterback room. We've seen in the past, every single guy in that quarterback room has to be ready at any moment in the game. My freshman year, we went through 4 quarterbacks. Sophomore year, I think we went through like 5 or 6. So we harp on it every week to every single guy in that room that you have to be ready for your opportunity. And I felt that I was ready. I learned from TT, learned from Cade. They were with me the entire time. And so it felt great.